And let's talk about that right now, because the political rivalry between Khaleda, Zia and Sheikh Hasina has really defined Bangladeshi politics for decades. How did this era change politics in the country, and what does it leave behind?
Interesting. I mean, in the 1990, both Sheikh Hasina and Khaleda Zia came together to oust a military dictator, Hussein Mohammad Irshad. And surprisingly, in 1991, she became the prime minister. And that was the only partnership that they ever had. Since then, they had a bitter rivalry, which was deep, long, extremely divided and political. As I said before, Khaleda Zia was seen as polite, who chose her words carefully, but was bold and assertive. On the other hand, Sheikh Hasina, who was seen as more outspoken and bold, once also colluded with a military leader to basically gain power. But that basically defined the relationship and the decades in which they alternated power. And it was called the Battle of the Begums, which is an honorary title in the Urdu language given for women of high stature and power in South Asia. But it's interesting to note that despite this decades-long bitter rivalry, Sheikh Hasina, who lives in exile in India after her ouster last year, has come out and said in a condolence message for Zia and right after her passing that Bangladesh will remember her as the first female leader, and that Bangladesh has lost a leadership position, and Bangladesh National Party will essentially be remembering her. And she has also sent some condolence messages, which should not be overlooked because the rivalry was quite deep. And given that she has put out a statement right after that, it is quite interesting.